As of the 1st of April, you'll be paying close to 20% more for your electricity. Yesterday, the National Energy Regulator of South Africa, Nersa, approved an 18.65% electricity tariff hike for Eskom. Let's get a reaction from small business owner Zintle Madikizela, owner of Lethabo Bed and Breakfast. Zintle, not good news starting off the year.
No, not the best at all. It's actually created a lot of anxiety.
So what's your immediate reaction? How do you work around this if you can?
I think my first immediate reaction was just like, how am I going to survive, like on a month-to-month basis? Because even last year and the year before that, I would say, actually since 2019, electricity bills have just been going out every single year, you know, and you get your bill. I don't have prepaid on my property, so I get billed on a monthly basis. So you notice, like, every single month, like, your electricity keeps on going up, you know. So it's just been such a struggle. So for me, it's created a lot of anxiety, a lot of worrying how we're going to survive this year.
Now, how possible is it for you to factor in this 18.65% increase over the first year, which I think goes up to, you know, several percentage points more by the end of year two?
I mean, as it is already, my electricity has doubled from what I used to pay in before COVID started. And now, I don't know, I'll probably be paying more than 2,000 Rand on electricity on a monthly basis. I don't think my business is going to be able to survive that. I'll be literally working just pay off my costs. I don't think I'm going to be enjoying profits moving forward. So as it is already, I've had to cut down a lot of my staff that actually work here. So I've had to let people go. And some of the things I've had to do myself. So it's a bit of a struggle and it's a lot of work.
Now, obviously, you're based out of KZN, and KZN has gone through some incredible hardships over the last few months. There's a COVID that we can speak of immediately, floods several months ago. And obviously those riots a little earlier than that. That's obviously impacted your business to a degree. Had you recovered from that now that you're having to face this 18.65% increase?
No, I haven't recovered from that. First, with COVID, when COVID came, a lot of the message that came from government was don't book at guest houses, hotels and stuff. A lot of the tourism industry actually suffered during that time. So there was that. And then came the looting that was happening a lot in KZN. So people were very wary of coming on holiday in the KZN, especially in the South Coast area. And then came the floods. The floods had a damage to property where a portion of my property was flooded. So I had to put in money and repair those damages to property. And then now it's increases in electricity. I don't know how much more of it we can take, because even before, when COVID started, I was operating two businesses. The one business was I was operating a tuck shop at a Curo, one of the Curo schools in the South Coast. But I had to let that go at the end of 2020 because I was just not surviving, because also of the messaging that was coming through from government that people shouldn't buy takeaways and things. So that didn't survive. I had to let that go. So now I'm just looking at my B&B now and I'm just thinking, how am I going to survive? So it's a real struggle.
I probably know the answer to this, but is government doing enough to help small businesses?
No, it's not, especially black SMEs. It's not doing enough. I know, I'm not going to name banks, but there was that whole Solidarity Fund initiative. We couldn't get any kind of funding from that. And I know that there was a second phase where they tried to give us money again, but then still, I don't know whether the banking system is not open to funding black SMEs, or they don't trust them. But that didn't work out for us. When you go to CEDA and your CFAs, their funding requirements have become more stricter. And then you also got told by those institutions, those government funding institutions, that there is no budget. So we literally have nowhere to go. So it's a struggle. And you have to go out there and make loans from your relatives, from your friends. and hoping that you're going to be able to recover that amount of money. So I'm sorry, I'd like to say government is not doing enough. So, yeah.
And finally, alternative power supply like solar, is it something that you can consider? Would it save your business if you did? Or at the very least were afforded funding at nominal rates?
That would be great if government would subsidize solar panels for us, because I tried to get solar energy on the property in 2020, but then I heard there was just so many requirements, and then you had to get Eskom involved, and Eskom, there was just like a lot of stuff that I can't explain right now, but it's like a long process. It costs a lot, and the solar panel suppliers right now, you literally have to work through Eskom to get your solar energy, and then it ends up costing you more than it would to just use Eskom. So if government could actually find a way of making solar energy cheaper for us, then that would be great, because then in that way they're sort of accepting that they are struggling with the whole Eskom situation. So that would make solar energy as another solution, because even generators means that you need to go and get petrol and diesel from the garages, and we know the price of petrol and diesel is going up just as much as Eskom billing is.
Zintle Madikizela, owner of Lethabo Bed and Breakfast, appreciate your time this afternoon.